What's up, my fellow racers? It's your favorite racing reaper. I am back with another live stream, and in today's live stream, as the title says, I'm going to be working on a front heavy all-wheel drive car. I was thinking about this car's performance and I didn't like it. I didn't like how hard it was to move it through the technical sections. It's still so front heavy in its current state. So for this live stream, we're going to do a deep dive, and I might have to rebuild the whole car. But I'm going to keep it in B class. The last build, well, the build it's in now, favors more power. So yeah, I could redo that to go with more weight or something else. I don't know yet. Let's take this car out. Let's put a baseline down. I did some research and I think the Hokubu circuit free roam attack thingy, I think that's the best place where I can do this. You know, it will help us benchmark and be able to tune. Like, you know, you just go into the pause menu, you're not in a circuit time attack mode thingy, and then you can't you know, just pause and change stuff. So I feel like these free roam time attacks, they're gonna come in handy. I just wish I knew, is this Hokubu circuit? How would I know? I'm gonna I wish I knew where Hokubu circuit was. Anyway, it looks like a decent enough circuit. It probably is Hokubu circuit, I think, if I can remember clearly. I definitely... What? Oh, that must be Legend Island. I'm not allowed there yet. I see. So that can't be Hokubu circuit, obviously. Jeez. What's this? This is Naraijuku. Okay. I should be checking these road race. Irokama, Daikoku. No, that's actually not a bad place to test the car, because it has the kind of corners where it suffers, but not all of them. No. So we'll keep Daikoku in mind. What's this? This is Shirakawa. What's this? Shimanoyama. I want one with that time attack mechanic. You know what? What's this one? This is Sony time attack. Let's go there, because I was about to give up and just drive in free roam and do it, which wouldn't really lead to the results we're looking for. We need somewhere to test everything with the car all in one go repetitively, and that's why I think these time attack things are a good addition to the game from a strategic point of view. Okay, so the goal here for now is I'm gonna put a baseline down, see what this car can do in its current state.
By the way, we all get thrown into a leaderboard together to see who's the best, of course.
See, it feels so heavy. It took so long to start swinging in to really lift off the brake there. So the nose is very heavy in this car. See again, and then it goes in. It takes long. And then also the diff, I need to rework that, because you just saw that kick just now. So we'll tackle that at a later stage after the rebuild. There, it runs wide a lot. These tires are puzzling. Let's do a flying lap one time. Okay, second handles these hairpin. Well, not hairpin. These tight corners better. Maybe I shouldn't be. Oh,
section needs a bit of focus on the next lap.
So second is slower, it would seem. Because the first lap I ran third. Oh, okay. Over there it was quicker. So for that tight corner, I should run second. Everywhere else it would seem I need to run third. And I just need to solve this nose. This nose doesn't go anywhere. Let's see now.
Quite your best time. Focus up. Try
Third
again.
gear. Running wide. Oh, my foot slipped. And we rewind. That was totally my fault. Oh, no. Let me be in third. Okay. That's better. Whoa. Still so hard. I can't really dive deep. Over there I have to hold on to the brake for quite some time. And then it goes in, but then it just ends up running wide anyway. So that's one of the things we're gonna fix. So it would seem that where's this board? I like what does this guy want? There's this board here. I wanted to go look at this. Yeah, okay. My rival White Wolf is 0.7 ahead of me. My best time is... Oh, it resets in, I think, every week. That's my time. 54744. Top 12%, okay? I don't care. Top 12%, top 1%, whatever. I'm busy testing a car here. So, we know what's the benchmark time. I need to note this down somewhere. No. There we go. So, what are we gonna call this? Pre-rework. We'll call it rebuild rework. Right? And then 054744. Okay. So, in case I forget, that's where it is. Okay, I got my gloves back on. Let's go back to festival site. Okay. I actually got a list. I made a list for what I should do. So I'm just going to access that quickly. I'll even show it to you in a moment. Let me just get it on screen here. Okay. Let me hide my other stuff. All right. There we go. So this is the first thing I'm going to do. This is the next thing I'm going to do. I want to see if I have enough to do this, because I still want to add some power back in the end. This I'll have to do after we do, like, you know, an initial baseline before I change the setup. Same here, and you can see basically how it's going to run until the end. Hopefully by the time we get here, it's actually, you know, just polishing the setup, not you know, trying to use it to work out any issues. So let's get this back where it belongs on my other screen. Okay, so let's get into this. I know I put power here. Take that out, 584. Let's see if I can put the race brakes comfortably and some weight reduction. I want to take it below 1.4 because I like cars below 1.4. That's about as perfect as I'll get it. I lose another 100 or so, but that's too much. So this is all I can go for. And I'm going to take whatever other power bits I can get. Small stuff. And push it up to sport one time. That's 603. Okay. How about there? That's also 603. I think everything is going to be 603 or higher. Yep. So I can only go for like basic stuff. Race flywheel, why not? This is what happens when you try to do balance setups. Okay, I lost about 20 kilowatts. Less than 20 kilowatts. But I dropped another 40 kilos. I remember the last time it started off at 1480, then got to 1440, and now we dropped another 41. So let's see what difference that makes. I don't know if Forza thinks about things, you know, what we saw as street weight reduction was like spare tire, and it's more stuff that's at the rear of the car. So I don't know if Forza thinks about things like that. That would kind of be counterintuitive to what I want. But let's see. And also, now that the car is a little bit lighter, the springs in their current state should be way too stiff. So I'll get to lower that, and let's see what happens from there. I'm gonna have to rework the car from the fundamental side of things, working outwards. So we'll start off with things like springs and stuff, and then work out to camber and all of that. Okay, back to Sony time attack. It's a little bit crazy using a wheel, and then my whole setup has my desk, has a desk on my left hand side, so I have to use left hand mouse. Yeah, anyway, let's see what this thing feels like before I dig into the setup. It definitely darts in a lot easier, and it's handling everything better. Let's see here. Yeah, it suffered massively before. Oh, not bad. I didn't even touch anything yet. It's already responding quite nicely. Oh, I got that. Okay. it still has understeer for these very long sustained G corners. Let's see what a flying lap does. That's definitely, I remember we in the 54. That was too late, but the car kind of handled it. It does need some front spring reworking. And the diff, I still need to rework the diff. It's still kicking out too much. Except where I really want it, you know. If it kicks out on that last corner, that will be exactly where I would want it to work. Oh! Wait. So I went faster this time. So let's note that down. Okay. This will be post rebuild and pre-rework. What is it? Come on. 54,275. 54,275. Oh, I forgot the colon there. There we go. Okay. Let's do some reworking. Let me get my gloves back on. Taking these gloves off to type all the time is it's not nice. Anyway, let's dig in. Alright, first thing, springs. Let's bring this way down. I'm gonna take like 400 off there. So that will bring it down to like 1150. And this I will take the same. No, not the same. I want the rear to kick more. So this needs to be disproportionate to what I'm doing to the front. Maybe this will just be 100. A decrease of 100. Well, a bit more than that. I'll put it at 1050. There we go. I'm leaving the ride height the same because I want it to lean around. And then the anti-roll bars, I'm going to leave that as it is, but I want the front to roll in more, a lot more. So I'm going to bring this down to 20. And right, that's all I'm going to do for now. Those are the fundamental changes I'm making. Fundamental was the wrong word I used. The right word is foundational. Let me just have a sip of something. I could catch my rival. I'm like 0.3 away. Let's see what some fundamental changes feel like in the rain. Oh, it kicks out and then it gets a bit stuck. There's still something missing. Oh, let's not forget the diff rework. All I'm gonna do is bring that back to 70 and see how that feels. Maybe 80 was a bit too much. Oh, we should actually investigate what's a Tesla's normal, what you call it, rear bias. The Tesla version that was on this car. Ooh, look at this. Well, that's because of the rain, but oh, that was fun. Okay, third gear, full. Had to slow down a bit more because I dove in too hard. The car couldn't carry it with me. Second gear, in, out, away. And again, in, out. Oh, that was a bit wide. The in. It just washes wide still. There's still something missing. Time to bring out my favorite thing. Let's start with the friction. Okay, left tire loads way too much. I'm gonna ignore the time trial thing for now because I'm busy. Let's see, left tire loads again. Oh yeah, that's too much. So you know where the answer is? Well, firstly, before we get there, we have to look at how the springs are operating before we touch the camber. These springs are moving around a little bit, but only when I go off the road. On the road, it's like doing hardly anything. Keep braking. Ah, no. That is nowhere near enough. So I have to change that. Let's take it down to 1,000. And I'll also do minus 150 on the rear. You guys saw that too, huh? The springs weren't moving at all on the road. I had to put it off the road to make it jump around, but on the road it wasn't doing anything. Braking was like, you know, oh, you're braking now? Okay, I'll go down just now. It didn't want to. Let's also start playing around with this. Actually, no. Let's get this right first. The anti-roll bar balance kind of feels okay. I think I would like a little bit more kick on turn-in from the rear. So let's see how that feels. Oh, this looks too soft now. No, wait. Let's take a bit of a drive before I make that judgment. We must always be looking at the side that we are loading. So when I'm turning right, look at the left. When I'm turning left, look at the right. It's loading pretty nicely. I can actually brake a bit later there the next time I do this. That was still a little bit early. I didn't pull my braking all the way. One brake action, one lift action, and I just kept it in. It's getting there. It's getting there. There's still just one thing missing though. It's not giving me that kick on the rear. And I think it's because the front is still a little bit heavy. Or it could be the fact that I still have the safety catch on. I still have the safety catch on. So I'm going to take that off. And I'm going to add 0.1 of front toe out to make it a little bit more aggressive during turning. So what's happening when I'm braking and I'm trying to pull the car in, it's not going as I want it to. And when you think about loading a car, when you brake, you load your front toe setting, and when you accelerate, you load your rear toe setting, you know. So that's why we put rear toe in to help keep the car a little bit more stable. When we say toe in, the rear tires, the fronts of the tire are facing each other. It's like your toes pointing inward, you know. Think about it like that, toe in, toe out. And yeah, that helps with stability. So I want aggression. I'm going toe out on the front because I feel like the front is not aggressive enough, especially when I'm braking and loading the front. It's not going the way I want it to go. Let's see how that feels. Also, why I took the safety catch off, I call rear toe in the safety catch, because while I'm in slip, you know, that helps me stay stable. Why I took the safety catch off is this car is a little bit long, so you know, it's struggling to slip how I want it to. I'm not getting to the point where I can keep my foot down, and it's just gonna hold the line I'm going for. See there again, still not holding it for me. Oh, okay. I looked at the springs through there, and let me just confirm one more time. Yeah, it's the anti-roll bar, the front anti-roll bar. That's still a bit too stiff. The spring imbalance, the side that was loaded and the side that was unloaded, it's not enough. The car is still relatively flat, but you know, it doesn't have a lot more that it can take. So I'm gonna take that down to 15. Remember, we dropped 80 kilos off the car. So I know these values might seem like I'm going soft, but I'm tuning according to my feel and according to what this real-time telemetry is telling me. Okay, a lot more rolly now. You can see me playing around here. So I think we went too soft. But too soft is not a bad thing, because let's see what happens here. It means I can control the car a bit better mid-corner now. This is not too bad, but we're doing this for online. Let's not forget that. So I'm gonna take this up to 17.5, and that's it. That's it for anti-roll bars. That's it for springs. We're done with that now, right? Now we can touch what I like to call the resolution of the car. So when we talk about when I talk about resolution in racing, I'm not saying like 4K and 720p and all of that. I'm talking about your realm of sensitivity. So your rebound settings help match what you do with your feet to your realm of sensitivity. When you soften front bump, when you press the brake pedal, it changes the amount of time that the nose drops down. When you soften rear bump, it changes the amount of time for the rear to squat when you're giving throttle. And rebound, it's to do with the other side of things. It's when you coming off the pedals, So, think about that. When you go stiffer, it makes things happen faster. When you go softer, the car will drop and rise more, but it will make things slow down. So you must think about how you want the car to load based on what you're doing with your pedals or your triggers or whatever it is to accelerate or brake with this. Oh, and just as a matter of fact, the anti-roll bars are the sensitivity control for turning. Front will be how quick the car is going to, reach full contact patch, unless you set your camber wrong and you're going past contact patch or not enough, whatever. And this will control how quickly the rear will follow the front. Obviously, the more stiffer you make the setup, the more quickly it's going to happen. What else can I tell you guys? Oh, alignment. Alignment is how much the car is going to take during cornering, how much G the car is going to take. So other than the suspension taking, the first hit, the camber takes its second. And then eventually your tires are the last line of defense for grip. And then, you just start washing out. I'm playing around in that washing out stage of things. So that's why I always like to go with lower camber, because I want to hit slip quickly and put my foot down and then just let the chassis dynamics that I'm setting up. That's why I keep my ride height high. I like that loading to help me get out in and out of corners. And with keeping your ride height high, you have to keep your camber lower, because the G is now being taken more by the suspension. So you can think about this in another perspective as well. If you got a low ride height, then you go with high G and much more stiffer anti-roll bars, depending on what kind of car you got. Don't go put stiff anti-roll bars on an MR car or an RR car. That will be a little bit dangerous. The rear will snap way too quickly. Alright, so I was gonna touch on this for matching my resolution. I think the rear is too soft. It's not kicking down with my foot enough. That should be okay. And then the front bump, when I brake, I think it loads a bit too quickly, so I'm going to soften this down to 6.5 to give it a bit more time to take what I'm doing on the brake pedal. Okay, let's see how a resolution change feels for me now. Okay, that wasn't too bad. The springs are looking fine. Oh, I wanted to take fourth there. Taking fourth is a bad idea over there. It's still running a little bit wide, but everything is looking good here. And we can hear the tires squealing, so if we go over to our friction and see that we're still overloading the tires sometimes. So finally, the next thing is camber. Now camber, you must look at the outside wheels during a corner, and we're checking to see if the outside wheels go into positive. Now I want my positive to only go up to about 0.3 on the front and 0.1 on the rear. So let's see here. Oh, I got a bit distracted there, sorry. They tried to really spin it around, and you saw how high the front went over there. That was like 1 point something. Over here it's just not going, and the rear also is not giving way quick enough. Okay, so there's some work to do here. I'm gonna drop this down to 0.6. I saw like 1.1 on the front. What was it? Front right camber on the one corner where it went sliding out, and I want to see it. Actually, I'm going the wrong way. I need to go to 2. Yeah, we don't have enough room to go in most cases, like the technical corners. And then the rear should go lower. Yes, that's what I was thinking. The front went to 1.1, so we need to increase it. I could actually go higher, maybe like 2.3 or something. But the rear was still sitting at like negative 0.48 or something like that. So let's see if this balances things out according to how the springs and the anti-roll bars were set up for my style. And the damping, the changes I made actually feel fine. I do think the car kicks up a bit too quickly, especially the front while we're here. So I'm going to change that to 11 and see how that plays out. I want the front to not lift up so much as I'm releasing the pedal. I want it to stay down a little bit more so I can keep, the tires biting in. Let's see how this feels. Already we can see the rear camber is like low, so I should go sliding in how I want now. Oh, well, that was driver error. I'll take ownership of that. Yes. The exit not so much, can still rework the diff, but the nose feels how I want it to feel when I'm going into the corner. Like the nose didn't pop back up when I left the brake over there. So that's what I was going for, and when I put my foot down, I can put my foot down and keep it. The camber looks okay, so I think you can start dialing in some last bits like the differential. I haven't even touched like tire pressure and stuff. So the differential, let's think about this now, right? As I'm exiting like the last bit of the corner. Hey Shams, how's it going? Well, foundational bits done. I think the camber's done. I'm not too sure about the toe yet. I could actually throw this up a lot higher. That will make it very responsive. I'm actually going to consider that in a moment. Other than that, the testing is going great. You joined at the right time. Things are gone very interesting. Well, for me at least. So, as I'm exiting the corner, like the last moment, I'm about to, hit that outside curb. I slip over there. And I know that's not entirely due to the camber. The camber is still fine. Those rear tires are thick for this power level and the weight class. So I think I'm gonna come down on the rear axle lock so it doesn't kick out so much. We need to see what's happening on that high G, sustained G last corner before the finish line, and I need to diagnose the front next. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm talking a lot. Need to keep drinking something. Oh, slipped out of gear there. You have to be very intentional with this shifter I have, otherwise it hops out. Oh. That was completely different from before. Oh, but yeah, see, this long corner before the finish line, keep washing out over there. So, I can't open the front diff anymore. Maybe I'll go the other way. Maybe I'll open the rear diff when I'm off power. It will throw in harder. That will give me a sharper line on entry, and then I might be able to get that high speed slip I'm looking for. This track is amazing, by the way. Wow, these sweeps and this hairpin. Look at that. And let me not get too distracted because that corner actually felt pretty decent. That felt pretty decent. Oh, I need to work on this line. I need to come a lot wider through there. So I'm gonna take this, I don't need that anymore, the telemetry. And let's focus on the driving. Okay, that was a bit wide because I'm pushing now. Oh, wait a second. You know what I haven't touched yet? Is the brake bias. Of all things, how could I forget? I'm going to add some rear brake bias, about 3%. And I'm going to add 5% pressure because I feel like I can't brake late enough. So I want like an initial bite before I start releasing the pedal. Okay. Let's see how some rear brake bias feels in this car. Hopefully this will give me what I'm looking for. Didn't really get to test it there. Okay, wider line this time. And wide, and let's try to go in. Nope. It doesn't continue to go in from there. Still, I think I just need to be a bit more aggressive. bad. Don't take fourth. Oh, that was kind of it. And that corner wasn't too bad either. This line being too conservative again. Ooh. Hold on a second. And let's pull up the history. Pre-rebuild rework 54744. Post-rebuild pre-rework 54275. We're not even done. 53962. So, you know, already I brought this car up by almost a second. It was in quite a terrible state before. It didn't want to go in on entry on braking. It was just not having it. So yeah, we're not done though, because I still feel like I should be looking at the tire pressures. Maybe I can extract a bit more grip from the front. Other than that, the front diff feels fine. By the way, that last time I took that sustained G corner at the end, I didn't feel it do anything weird. And also because I managed the state pretty nicely. So when you manage it nicely enough, it works. So I think like a last adjustment, I'm going to take this down to the top of 2, and I'll take this down to the top of 2.1. And should I go for another lap quickly? Why not? Let me have a sip of something. What I like is the intricacies make such a big difference here. Well, I didn't know how to play around with all these intricacies when I did the tutorials in Forza Horizon 5, the way I know how to play around with them now. Also, this tire model is making it a lot easier for me to talk to the car, because the wheel doesn't feel exactly like it did. I did play Horizon 4 recently, a few months ago, and it doesn't feel like it did in Horizon 5. It feels a lot more alive in this game. Like I can tell where I'm, you know, going off and how to shift the load around, when to shift the load around. All of it is there. The detail is there. So yeah, this game's come a really long way. I mean, did you just see that board? This car, this big block, 53962, is the same as a Mazda MX-5 53962. I don't know about the guy's skills and whatever, but just the fact that it matches up with a much lighter car and much more fun car for this track, like that, I'd say I got this car some. So let's do like one final time attack. Do a hot lap to start. I mean, do a flying lap to get used to the tire pressures, giving us a bit more grip. When you lower tire pressure, you get more grip. When you raise tire pressure, you get more response. But just bear in mind that going either way changes the what happens afterwards. After you get grip from lower pressure, the grip falls off quicker. And the thing about raising pressure for more response, you encounter heat quicker. That was not too bad. Oh. I could take fuck there though. That was the first time I could do that and confidently come out the other side. Yes, okay. It's coming wide, nice and wide, nice and wide, and run away. Okay, we didn't beat the time, but I like how the car feels overall. It's in a nice state. So I did. Yeah. It was like such a coincidence that it put that up on the board. At the time I was looking at it, just to mention as a point. It's time to go test this car. Well, actually, I wanted to do something else first as a test. I wanted to run Akina, where Nakazato hit the guardrail. Yeah, I want to see if my version of this car does better. It's nowhere near his car power-wise, I think. I don't know. Can't remember what his power was. But let's just see how much better I got the car to mesh with me after I have a sip of something. Okay. Yeah. Akina, I don't know if you saw it before. Wait, I'm not going the right way. There we go. Now I'm going the right way. Oh. This, my dear viewers, is the gauntlet for this guy. It must pass this, otherwise I can't take it online. Okay. Got some kick there. Oh, nice. I can't ask for more. Oh. Okay, that we can ignore that, right? That's traffic. This is a car now. It's like I'm hardly having to steer this thing. Oh, this thing is flying. Oh, I remember this. I'm not really attacking because I'm worried about traffic. Is there somebody following me? Oh, hello there. Oh, his car is nice. Ooh, nice angle, my dude. Keep it, don't lose it. Oh, we missed the turn. What? His car says. Ah, that's hilarious, man. Anyway, this car passed the gauntlet. Go race it. B road. You heard that right, champs. I'm sitting here with. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my hooter. But, I mean, Zoo 222 is just brilliant. And the way he slowed down next to me to do that. And then he kicked down. Ah, legend. Anyway, yeah, that was insane. Come on, find me an event. Oh, there we go. Aw, I was gonna rip up the rest of Akina. Shirakawa Circuit. Up next. I'll probably miss it. Okay. Got one race and then a full championship. Let's see what this thing is capable of. I've only been at this for an hour. Before, when I used to do Forza Horizon 5 tutorials, I used to take like 2-3 hours. So you see, guys, what happens when you learn to tune by feel. I know some of you may be limited. You have a controller or you have a keyboard. Rely on what you got. Rely on your eyes. Rely on your telemetry. And work your skills. Don't ever try to only make the car work for you through the setup. You must also think about how you're driving it. It can't do everything for you. So, you know, just keep that in mind. Let's test this thing. What is this? Some Alps. Probably jump to the next championship soon. Unless we're going to the race, I don't know. Maybe I might have misjudged the situation. Okay. Might see some crazy builds. I know some meta cars. I hate using that term. have been popping up. I don't really see anything, yeah. Maybe the Beat, the Honda Beat. Who knows? Let's go. Scooby off to a slow start. Oh, Honda Beat gone. I told you. Oh, avoid the wall. The wall suck you in this time. Oh, sorry, Mr. Supra. Hey. What? It is a GR86, so that car is like balanced to perfection on its own. I don't need to do anything in that car. Hey, I'm coming out 5th with this thing. That's not bad. Don't run wide over there. Kind of remember this track from the beginning. Oh, too close, too close. I would love it if I could shorten these ratios. Oh, got someone on my tail, yeah? Time to put my foot down. Let's not go too close this time. Oh, what happened to him? Geez, that first and second is gone. At least I can see third. That wasn't bad. What's in that Honda Beat? You know what the thing about that Honda Beat is? It weighs nothing. And when you have a car that starts off with like, I think 50 kilowatts and it weighs 600 or something. Yeah, I'll take 40 definitely. Yeah, that Beat, look at that lap time. And the city. Proving the lightweight theory. Because those are K cars. And he dominated the whole championship too. So, you know, I guess no matter the game you win, I mean, no matter how much they rework the PI system, there'll always be a Mataka situation as long as you have this PI system in place. And you know what? I'm not upset. I'm happy with the performance I'm getting out of this car. I'm gonna go for this next championship now that I've become a little bit more acclimated with it in a battle scenario. I am a bit surprised that I'm getting pushed around by some lighter cars. I think they just carry more momentum than me, and they're getting to shove me out the way. I do like to brake going into corners and getting my tail out. I like to have fun with my driving. I don't just wanna go fast all the time. I know it's a race. I get that. But we must still have fun at the end of the day. If I wanted to come out first, I'll go take a Honda Beat. Ooh, proper test for this car. We reworked it for technical sections, and look at what we're going to go up against now. DK. Oh, the second brake application from me wasn't necessary. There's the beat going again. And the beat goes on. Focus, guys, focus. Why all rushing out into the wall? These are the two meta cars, I think. I'm calling them meta cars, but I'm chasing them in R32. Oh, that thing into corners just flies. Felt a bit nervous going into fourth there. Oh, what a course this is. Hey, that whiteout hits you hard. There we go. That's exactly how I want this car to operate. Look at these two. 3. Oh my goodness. 6 seconds ahead. Oh, I love this section. Hey! Why you slowed down? Oh, he lost the second place. shit. I can't believe that. What happened to him at the end? Did he like understeer or? I know he's gonna come back for me with a passion in the next race. That was fun. Not bad for a GT-R that has that reputation for being front heavy. Quite impressed with this car. Oh, wasn't I just testing this car? Oh yes, let's go. I'm already shifting in first here. Get onto my line. Just brake. No downshift. Brake again. Run. No fourth. Downshift. Oh, somebody went wide out over there. Hey, you missed the checkpoint now, you see. That guy got a nice clean exit there. Ooh, look at this guy. He's using... I was so focused on him. He was using his size to, as such an advantage. He was just squeezing through there. Wow, that is impressive. Hey, behave yourself. Oh, there we go. These ego-driven idiots. And now watch what I'll do to him now. Oh, he just does it to himself apparently. So, bye. What is this guy doing? Okay. Okay. And then there's this whole bunch over here. Got another position for free over there. This is what happens when you're a nice guy. I haven't switched on my other side yet. Look at that. I could have been like fourth, which is consistent with what I would be aiming for. Fourth or third. The second was just a fluke. That silly foal. That silly foal understeered probably. I am holding third. Nice. Let's try and do better. I'm gonna take my kid gloves off here. Oh, nice. A few 90-degree corners. Some long sustained G. There in the near the end. This looks good. Where's that? I can't even remember his name. The one who ran. Yeah, come the K cars. These K cars are just insane, man. What's this? Oh, another K car. Nice router. Seems like everybody behind us, except one guy, made it through nicely. Oh, there they went and hit it again. As the fast bits, these guys will run away now. Say goodbye to them. Oh, kind of lost it over there. Just lost feeling. There's the long. That means we're near the end. Hey, what's up, man? Cool. I don't want to have you bother me later. I was getting ready to take what there, I ran a bit wide. Nice. That's it. The Tokyo Railway Sprint is a lovely race. 10 seconds behind that beat. This is a nice car. It's a very nice car. Everybody else was like puzzling, coming out, and you can see all-wheel drive cars: GSX, Mitsubishi Evo, Lancer MR, Mitsubishi Evo. Silly fool died in the end. Sorry for him. Hey, I came out second. That's how you do this. Thanks, Shams. Yeah, nice. I don't know why this audio keeps cutting out over there. But anyway, there's me on the left. Hehe. Clap for myself. That place. That is how I'm gonna do this next one, but that is how you rework this thing. Should I do this next one? What is the time? Yeah, I'll do it. This will be the last one though. It is almost 10 p.m. My hands are starting to ache a bit. This is why I don't like the heavier cars. I actually feel the weight on the wheel, and anything above 1.4 um, is like way too heavy. Everything below that, like you can see now that I sorted the car out, it feels controllable. It feels like I can work with it. This is why I stick around sometimes. All the nonsense players kick it, and then it's just whoever wants to run fast. Oh, he's leaving. Did I just pass an R34? And is this a Viper? It's the scooter. This guy is sticking with me, man. And he's just hooting as we exit every corner. Ah, man, this guy is hilarious. He's just in this for a hoot, mind the pun. Hoot again, hoot again. Oh, he might wreck me, yeah? Oh, no, he didn't. I expect everybody to wreck me at this point. That's how it's supposed to sound through a corner. You need to be slipping for momentary bits of time. Unless it's a corner like that where you have to, sustain the load over a long time. Then you make it sound the same throughout. You hold it smooth all the time. But you obviously try to avoid killing the tires. Like there, I lifted off, I pushed it in a little bit hard, and it flowed through from the rear. And then I can put my foot down again. That was lovely. That was insane. Shimano Yama Sprint. GT-R 9 seconds behind the beat. That beat was probably, he had aero and everything. It was probably foot down through the whole, the full length of it even. Most of it. There were some corners where you have to slow down. I am very pleased with this car. My perception of which car is good and bad in this game is completely upside down compared to how I saw things before. I don't know what's good anymore or what's bad. To me, everything after, some finagling, everything feels great. I can make everything feel as responsive as I want. Oh, this looks cool. Nice and sweeping through the Alps. I think I remember this. I might go through these like ice cave things. Not a cave, though. Should say ice walls. Or maybe I'm wrong. Let's just drive and see. That was nice. Don't actually need second gear for these bits, as long as I don't kill the tires. Don't even need brake either. Oh, there's the ice walls. Not bad. Second. I'll take that. And I was catching him a little bit more and more. I was 6 seconds behind this time instead of 9. What your viewers think of that? Got one more race to go. And I'm holding second consistently. Everybody's staying where they started. Oh, and it was a Scooby, not a GT-R. Whoops, my bad. Maybe in future I'll have to start exploring this meta car situation. Don't like that one. But then I suppose, the more people go in with meta cars, and then you get the people going in with more normal cars, it creates like a different class, situation. Like, like Le Mans. Oh, there's this guy. He's looking for a gap there. Oh, he's got a gap. Oh, I guess he doesn't. That router is just bonkers. That's what happens when you don't brake properly. Yeah, hoot at yourself, man. He's hooting as I'm kicking down. Ooh, ooh. Luckily I put race brakes. I forgot that was coming at some point. Just let it wash out there and then bump off the wall and run away. It's better to flow with slip rather than try to grip on the exit. I just sometimes wants to wash wide as I'm trying to put my foot down when I'm supposed to be putting my foot down. So it's better to drive this thing more like a rear wheel drive car. And I think that's really the secret to these front heavy all-wheel drive cars is mindset and approach. Don't try to extract all-wheel drive performance. Try to push it a little bit more towards rear-wheel drive and how you would drive a rear-wheel drive car. Because remember, when you put race diff on, you're taking whatever settings are there in the sliders. So make it more rear-wheel drive, and then you can still counter with the front settings to help you stay stable, you know. So yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, I beat practically everybody else, unless I was getting murdered at one point, unless they were, and I was losing to some very light, very quick cars that can carry speed very easily. So I am impressed with this.
Looking forward to the rush event? It'll be
You
a
know,
cold
to
one,
get
apparently.
podium,
I'm gonna keep hitting races to qualify.
my first
I'll see you
tries,
there, right?
and start cracking the time, you know, as I planned to. I remember we hit 53.925 or something like that in the end. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. It seems like I'm finishing at the wrong time, but I even though the stream is so short for what I planned, you know, I was planning to put in a few more hours into this, but I flew through it and I'm happy with the results. I hope you guys saw enough and, you know, I explained things nicely enough to you. But if you didn't understand, you know where to find me. So until the next stream, I hope you guys have a blessed one. Enjoy the all-wheel drive front heavy cars that you're going to race with now, and, you know, try my techniques with. Make sure you work on your driving though. Driving is part and parcel of it. Tuning is only, you know, a small piece of it. Driving takes how do I say this? It adds much more than tuning. So until then, you guys take it easy. Have a blessed one.